I'm lying. I didn't get that. I'm just joking. My bad. I'm sorry. You get these though. I did get these. Hey, another shock drop. Yo, what's going on with you YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We coming back at y'all with another vid, man. And we got another back-to-back shock drops from Nike. Man, Nike, what is going on with all these shock drops? I ain't mad at it though. I am not mad at it. So we had a couple shock drops today. The big one I think a lot of people saw was gonna happen was the Midnight Navy Jordan 11 women exclusive, or the Blue Velvet, whatever you want to call them. I think a lot of people knew about that. If you guys did pay attention, I think Raffi went on live and so did Roscoe. That's kind of how I found out. Shout out to Raffi and Roscoe. And also, like, I think Soul Links made a post and something on Twitter, but they usually post like 1 to 2 minutes before the drop. So they dropped today at 4 p.m. Eastern time. And I was already, waiting in and setting up on my phone, and I even told wifey, I was like, hey, wife, you have a female account, you go for it. I end up taking L on my account again. But wifey's account, man, wifey's account is hot. Wifey's account is hot, bro. She hit again on these. And I know what you guys can say. Probably a lot of people don't like these or calling these things trash. I'm calling these a Chris Rock's velvet suit from the Oscars or whatever. Or the Chris Rock slap. I'm just kidding. I should be joking about that. But all in all, I'm not sure if I even like it. I just want to see if we can go for them. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then we actually hit. And these things, the Blue Velvet 11s retail at $225. Huh? Sure if I'll keep them. But you guys gotta remember, this is my job. This is my what I gotta do to make content. So sometimes you gotta buy stuff you don't want. Hey, it just kind of comes with the territory. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll keep it or whatever. I do have opportunity to return it. That's my very last resort if I have to. But you already know what Nike's doing. Once you start to return a lot of stuff, they're gonna flag your account. So I'm not trying to return it. But if you guys want these things, there's a size 11 that is a 9.5, or maybe I might be able to sell it at a show for like mad low or something, or just make my money back. But either way, at least do some content on it. That's what I wanted to do. Some more drops happen later on after the shock drop of the 11s. Man, it was some crazy ones, but it wasn't a lot of stock, man. I think a lot of people wasn't even able to add a cart because they didn't drop it on Snkrs. They dropped it on the Nike app or a Nike.com or NikeStore.com. It was a lot of good stuff too, man. I wish they would have put it on the Reserve app. This should have been the Reserve app last week. This would have been really nice stuff. Air Jordan 1s, it was the Heritage. I'm sure a lot of people love them, but hey, I got mine a little different. The Heritage or the Bordeaux is another underrated Air Jordan 1. I think these things are pretty fresh, good quality. These things drop. The Atmosphere, the Bubble Gums, those actually dropped too as well. But the big one a lot of people was saying was two Air Jordan 4s, which was the GS size of the Lightning 4s, which again, another dope colorway. I'm not sure they made that many pairs, but the Lightning 4s, the Pine Green 3s, and also my little clickbait is the the UNC 4s, the University Blue 4s. Now this is, I think a lot of people really want to get these, but I think the stock numbers was really low. But it was dope to see that they actually did a little shock drop on, which that got me kind of wondering, like, how did Nike come up with all these pairs? Like, where is all these pairs coming from? Like, all these pairs can't be all returns. Like, I'm expecting these to be maybe returns or stores that couldn't sell, so then Nike had to, send it back to Nike. But maybe the Lightning 4s possibly, because I don't think the GSIs did that great. But the University 4s, like, where did they get all the pairs from? Because I'm pretty sure these things did sell out on all sizes, even GS sizes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves me correctly, I think there were some shipping delays of the UNC 4s. If you guys can comment down below, let me try to remember about that. But I'm sure a lot of stores, I remember I did end up picking up a couple pairs on release date, but there were some stores that didn't end up getting some sizes. Like, some stores only got men's sizes, some stores only got GS sizes. So there might have been some crazy shipment delays. But either way, I would have figured that, these things, I mean, they would have moved easily, right? Like, I didn't think these things didn't sell out, but I wonder where Nike's getting all these pairs. Then again, there wasn't that many pairs on, or that much stock on the website anyway, so it was really tough to get these things, except for the 11s. I think there was a decent amount, but everything else was pretty freaking limited. They were like barely to not any pairs. Like, I don't even understand why they even did put on the website. They should just put it in like certain selective Nike stores and just let it sell. Or whatever way you think is best. I don't know what the best possible way for this would have happened. Either way, it would have sucked for a lot of people. But, you know, hype on the 11s. If you guys out there, if you guys do want these, I went mainly for a men's size. Again, it is a women exclusive. A women exclusive Air Jordan 11. That means that majority of the sizes out there are going to be smaller sizes, and the bigger sizes, the extensive sizes, are a lot more limited. As you guys saw how it was with the Canyon Purples or Purple Canyon 4s that came out last week. Same issue. It's gonna be the same thing. But, you know, I don't know, 225 is kind of steep for Air Jordan 11. Is the Blue Velvet or the Blue Midnight Navy 11 women's exclusive, is that worse than these? The Animal Instincts? Hey, I did a video on those. I was not feeling these. And these things are going way under retail. It doesn't matter. I kind of saw that happen. And these things retail for $225 as well. All these shock drops, it got me thinking, what could be potentially next to shock drop? I do expect the Cherry Lemons to shock drop eventually, even though we had the whole Memphis situation and all that happening. I wonder if that would have took effect on Nike. If that's the case, maybe they were planning to do a shock drop, but with the whole Memphis thing and a lot of pairs, like thousands of pairs got stolen, maybe they stopped that. But what about, just saying, what if they did the lost and found shock drop? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they do a lost and found shock drop? Because pairs are coming in stores right now as we speak. They are starting to get pairs. Just saying, I'm not saying it will happen. I didn't hear that it will, but I wouldn't be shocked, because we're almost about a month away, that we see a lost and found shock drop on the Snkr app. That would get crazy, because they were supposed to release last week on October 15th, but obviously with all the shipment delays and stuff like that, they pushed it to November 19th, 1 month later. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it pretty soon, but if it does happen, I'll let you guys know, and we'll definitely make a video about it up, obviously. And, you know, make sure you guys follow me on my IG. That's when I can post up stuff a lot more sooner until, you know, I'm gonna have to make a video. But, you know, for stuff, information like that, I usually post on my IG, put on my story, and try to tell you guys as soon as possible when I find out the news. But yeah, man, shock drops from Nike, man. I am not mad at it. I'm still waiting for some of the W's to come in, so stay tuned for that. We'll have like a haul video. Man, it's been kind of crazy copping shoes as of lately, man. I'm actually kind of like it. Prices are really low. Things are starting to get easier to cop. I know people are out there. I know it's still tough for some people out there to get some shoes. Trust me, I get it. But my tactic is, I just tell me and my wife to go for it. Sometimes I take up L's, and then sometimes my wife take L's, or I get W's, and just vice versa. It's better to get more than one account, you know, if you guys can. If you guys can get more than one account, that's usually the best possible way. Get your wife, get your sister, get your mother, your fathers, whatever they can, and then obviously just kind of just, you know, you're gonna have to pay them back, or at least wait for the shoes to come in or something, you know. Hey, a W is a W. A W is a W. A win's a win. A win's a win. Just want to make this quick little video about the shock drop that just happened today. Hey, back-to-back shock drops. Not mad at it. Definitely not. But I will see you guys this weekend on October 23rd in Chicago for the Sneaker Culture event, guys. Back to Chi-Town in Chicago. I will have a table, so make sure you guys get your tickets, get your table. See you guys there. Should be a good time. It is Chi-Town, Chicago. All right? Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at German Chris on IG, sometimes on Twitter. Don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Hey guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm German Chris. Peace.